Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft, the Burning Crusade Classic, and our Tauren Warrior playthrough. Guys, as you can see, we are level 57.5 now. I did a bunch of the running around stuff we had to do to the various camps in southern Kalimdor, and I did a few of the sabotaging the enemy's fire ribbon dance pole, and that got us quite a bit of experience, so yeah. Here we are in fact in Silithus, and it turns out there are quests here for us to do at this level, so I think this is where we are going to spend our last level in the vanilla zones of our leveling experience. So,
how are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. This is where our vanilla leveling experience here is going to come to an end, and after this begins a whole new journey into Outland. So let's take a look at what we can get up to here. The Twilight Mystery. A camp of Twilight's Hammer cultists once thrived northwest of here. If you were to venture there now, you'd find the area swarming with elementals and nothing but scattered pieces of wood and canvas to mark the spot where the camp was. I've recovered a few fragments of clay tablet from the site, but I have too few of them to piece together anything useful. See if you could find the remaining tablet fragments so we can shed some light into the Twilight's Hammer presence here in Silithus.
Off with you.
That sounds like it could get interesting. This is a level 60 quest. Let's take a look. Report to General Karika. You must be one of General Karika's new recruits. It's about time you showed up. Bodies wear down quick in the desert. The dwarves have been getting reinforcements daily, and we can't afford to lose ground in our struggle for resources in Silithus. Get your instructions from the General. It's not my job to train you, just to find you.
Go forth to victory.
Okay. Rude, but fine. I didn't realize there was a moonwell here. It's interesting. Secret communication. Some of the Twilight's Hammer cultists carry around little papers with gibberish written on them. I want you to bring me a stack of them. I can't figure out what the gibberish means, but that's not the point. These papers are how their different groups communicate secretly. The more text we take out of circulation, the less they can communicate. Fair enough. Okay, a couple of things. Yeah, that's going to be hard to get. We do have a breadcrumb to turn in down the road here, so let's go do that.
How may I aid you?
Excellent, a new recruit answering the call to arms against the Silithid. Welcome to Cenarion, Hold Warrior. I am pleased to see the words of our emissaries are reaching heroes of your caliber. You will find no shortage of opportunities to help us in our efforts here, and I expect you'll quickly prove to be a valuable ally to our cause. Securing the supply lines. Cenarion Hold is a location of utmost strategic importance. I'm convinced that while we hold it, our victory over the Silithid is guaranteed. Provided our influx supplies can be maintained, that is. Desert worms have proven to be more of a threat to our supply caravans than even the Silithid themselves. Just this morning, a large shipment of marrow grain was ravaged by a group of dread strikers. I need you to thin their numbers to ensure our supplies are not jeopardized.
May the eternal sun shine upon
We have a wanted poster here, Death Clasp. Terrible Scorpid Death Clasp is believed to have retreated to the southern mountain range in the presence of increasing Silithid activity. Alright, that is all fine and good. Our inventory is not in the best condition. We might want to sort this out really quick. No, I might actually want those. Sell that. We can sell the egg. Mysterious unhatched eggs. We don't need those hanging around in our inventory. I was able to equip the level 57 legs Cloudkeeper leg plates. 20 strength, 20 agility, 20 stam, so we can sell our old stuff. And yeah, that might be all we can do.
Good luck, friend.
Let's go down the road and we'll grab the buff. Actually, wait, is there a quest up top here? There is. Look at that, trying to hide quest on us. My cousin Noggle makes a living gathering rare herbs for Cenarion Hold Alchemist, or used to anyway. He came back from his last trip with a strong poison running through his veins. I managed to slow down the venom, but to fully neutralize it I need poison samples from whatever stung him. Noggle arrived from the north, so I'd bet my shirt Stonelash Scorpids... Oh, I bet my shirt Stonelash Scorpids or Sand Skitterers did it. Commas are useful.
If you ever need anything.
Just a little comma. Okay, well, let's go get the buff down the road here. And then we have a lot to do, mainly to the north. I feel like if we head north and start fighting stuff, that will be a good start to get us going. I've never quested here before, so I don't know any of these quests. I don't know what to expect. I don't even really know if it's going to be enough to get us to level 58. I'm just kind of assuming and hoping that that'll be the case, but we're going to find out. Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited, guys. This will be the first character that we've gotten all the way from level 1 all the way through the Dark Portal. We were close on the Human Priest back in the day. We got to like level 48 or 49. And then we were getting really close to Burning Crusade launch, and I didn't have any other character that I wanted to boost, so I used the boost to save us that last 10 levels of leveling. But this has been a really, really great journey for me. I've really enjoyed all my time on this class. It has gone by... It feels like it's gone by so fast. I can just like still clearly remember when I sat down to do this character and did our first long episode to get us going. Doesn't feel like it was that long ago. So I'm really happy with how smooth things went. Our questing was good. We were able to stay ahead of the leveling curve for most of the experience. And yeah, overall it's been really good times, and it's thanks to you guys and all the support you've shown the series that has allowed me to continue doing this. So thank you guys so much. It really does mean the world to me, and I don't say it enough, but I'm saying it now. Let's go here. We're gonna go this way. There's a big gap, like, in objectives. Maybe it's because of the Silithid stuff. We don't have any objectives that directly have us fighting Silithid right now. But we do need to fight these guys, which are creepy enough in their own right. Even though they're not technically Silithid, I guess. Sadly, we can't skin them, so... Probably be able to skin the Scorpids, though. It would really help my inventory if I sent some of this stuff over to our bank alt. That would be a good idea. So the Dreadstalkers, that's going to be a kill quest. Off of these Scorpids, we're looking for items. The Tarantulas, we also need their fangs. So yeah, lots of killing, lots of fighting stuff. I do like that. I like pairing the quest where we have to do lots of fighting with the ribbon buff. It's a really good experience. Let's do a couple of things. Let's re-up our potions. And let's also eat some buff food. Yeah, we got plenty of targets basically any direction all around us, so that feels pretty good. And I like coming here from from Winter Spring. Winter Spring was very mountainous, very rugged. It was very interesting because it's one of the only vanilla zones that I've really quested in that has had a lot of verticality, meaning that like we can go up really high into the mountains and still find objectives and find enemies that we're supposed to be fighting, and it was very obviously designed to have that kind of verticality. But with that comes like a lot of obstructed lines of sight and other less desirable things. I kind of like areas like this to change the pace, where it's more flat, more wide open. We have clear field of vision off into the distance. Can kind of see what enemies are out there. So yeah, it's a good juxtaposition to come here from Winter Spring. I was originally planning to go into the Western Plaguelands, but I never really wanted to go to the Plaguelands. It just seemed like the best place to get an entire level. After I did all the running around and I sabotaged some of the fires on the Alliance side and realized how far we were going to be into level 57, I kind of decided that even if there's not a ton of stuff to do here, that this is where I wanted to come. I've wanted to check out Silithus for a while. Like I said earlier, it's one of the zones that I haven't done any real leveling in. I might have stepped foot in here back in actual vanilla for a couple of seconds to check it out back before there was really anything going on here. But yeah, in all of Classic, I've never taken a character through here. I tried to come here on the Season of Mastery Warrior, but I don't think we were at the right level, or maybe back in Vanilla era there weren't any real quests to do here. But yeah, I'm happy to be here now. I do feel like this is a zone that was always like underutilized. I'm not even sure if it got big changes or not during the Cataclysm, to be honest. I do realize that we have a couple of breadcrumbs that take us to the south. We could check those out, but I want to kind of complete these first and see what happens. We've got so much rage, I need to start dumping some rage here. I did do a little bit of a respec. It's still not perfect. I'm really unhappy with arms in general, mainly because of the whole having to pick a specialization part of it. I really don't like having to pick a weapon spec. Like here I've gone into sword spec, but I've gone into two-handed, so sword spec helps us when I'm sword and boarding, and two-handed helps us with the axe. Which is very inefficient. It feels like a bunch of wasted points, honestly. It's really painful for me. And then I've gone here down into Unbridled Wrath in Fury. That's kind of the one thing that makes me want to give Fury another shot sometime in the future, is like how inefficient arms kind of becomes for leveling, because like you're putting all those points into one weapon or another, and you're either putting them into two-handed or not. And then when like an item drops, like let's say a good polearm drops, but you're in sword spec, do you go respec? I mean, if you want to be getting any benefit from those 5 talent points, yes, you do. Otherwise, it's a bunch of wasted points, and I don't think that the Fury spec has anything quite like that. where like you're gonna waste points if you have a certain item equipped or not. So yeah, part of me has been thinking about that quite a bit. I like arms a lot. I really do. I'm wondering if maybe in Outland we'll have the opportunity to fight multiple enemies at a time more naturally, more often. And maybe that will play more to Fury's strength, which is like having at least 2 targets on you. Is basically the way you want to go. Because yeah, respecking every time we get a different type of weapon, even if we, let's say we stick with just a 2-handed weapon, we don't sword and board at all. Switching our spec every time we get a different weapon type could get exhaustive. But then, like I said, not doing that is just you wasting talent points, which is throwing away your, basically throwing away your player power. We're gonna do retaliation here. I don't trust these guys not to crush us. We're kind of low on health to begin with. Do a little cleaving for you guys who like the cleave. I'm gonna pop a potion here too, just because, a little bit worried. Yeah, I want to get out of that for sure. Let's just come on over here, please. Okay. I really don't want to fight the elementals just because we don't need them, mainly. I have gone pretty far afield, haven't I? I guess it really doesn't matter. If we were over here, we'd have a chance of getting the Twilight text, so maybe I should work my way back that way. Although we could get it down here as well. We also need 10 encrypted texts, which we can get at various places along these routes. Somebody the other day asked me to leave on the floating health bars, which kind of surprised me. I tend to keep them off just for like immersion, like visual immersion in the world. I tend to put them on when there's a lot of enemies or we're doing a dungeon, but otherwise I keep them off. And I'm just curious, like, how many of you guys would prefer that the health bar was floating above the enemy, and how many of you guys would prefer that it was just not on, like usually I just have them turned off. I don't mind having them on, like, it's fine. But to me it's a little bit cleaner just to have them off. I mean, you still have to see the name, right? So either way you're gonna see something. I guess the seeing the name in the health bar gives you some like actual information, but I mean you can look right down here. We will think about getting a heal in after this. That would be a good idea. Eat some roasted quail here and get all of our health back. Such a cool looking place. It honestly feels a lot like being on the surface of an alien planet which kind of makes sense. I don't know that the Silithid came from space. I guess they didn't. In my young mind, when I first played Vanilla and Burning Crusade, the Silithid were always, in my mind, in some way related to the Zerg, so therefore they had to have crashed down from outer space, right? But I guess the other concept is that they're Nerubians, right? So they were here already? Or they had come down at one point with the old gods or something? I should probably know more about the Nerubians than I do, but... Maybe we'll learn a little bit more here, but I doubt anything we learn would be really relevant, since a lot of things get changed and retconned over the years. I guess we would probably learn most about modern Nerubian lore in Wrath of the Lich King. I remember there being a couple dungeons dealing with Nerubians, and like one of the zones was heavily a Nerubian zone. So maybe that will be where we learn that lore. Which will not necessarily connect at all to the Silithid, I guess. But will be interesting nonetheless. Alright, we do have the Twilight folks up here. They're going to be dropping the encrypted text. So we can kind of ease our way down into that area. We're making pretty good progress on our objectives here with the spiders and the scorpions. We need 4 more dredgers for the kill quest on them. These poisons are doing bad things to us. Need to keep an eye on my health here. I really like the more open questing because it really limits like how often I want to check my map, how often I feel like I need to check my map. When I can just see a bunch of our objectives like all around us. It's a nice feeling. My biggest problem with Fury was that we couldn't charge in We could charge in. Okay, we could stance in, but then we drop all of the rage that we gain. Generates 21 rage, and then when we stance, we only keep like 10 of it, right? Could we get into tactical mastery? Yeah, we would need this. This would be critical. We would keep up to 15 of our rage when changing stances. Greatly increases threat generated. Oh, we don't care about that. I didn't know we could use Mortal Strike in defensive stance. I've been doing it wrong the entire time, guys. Yep. Yep. I have been tanking wrong as arms the entire time because I have not been using Mortal Strike in defensive stance. Whew. That's a tough pill to swallow. Yeah, that's my biggest problem with Fury, just in general, is we can't really effectively charge, but if we can do that, if we can fix that with Tactical Mastery, maybe that's the way to go. I always avoid all these ones. Like, you can't avoid Enrage, but I hate taking something that requires us to be the victim of a critical strike for it to be effective. Like, both Arms and Fury have these, like, huge glaring downsides to me. I'm probably just gonna stay Arms and deal with, like, being less optimal. Maybe I could find an Arms spec that gets us out of this. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I don't waste these points here. I could put 5 points in Deflection. I could put some points into Iron Will, and that would just, like, passively benefit us. And then we bypass this bullcrap with the weapon specs. Maybe that's what I do. We could increase overpower. Having a stronger overpower would just be great, probably. So, yeah, I'm gonna look at just like not going into a weapon spec, perhaps. We'll go with our two-hand specialization. We'll get the bonus for having a two-hander. But I think I'm gonna respec around any of the weapon specializations. I want to be able to equip whatever new weapon we get and have it be like standing on its own merits and not, I don't want to have to be comparing it, oh, if I had a weaker weapon but I have sword spec, is it better to keep the sword out and then equip the brand new shiny axe I just got? Like, I don't want to have to deal with any of that, so. Let's see, I really would rather finish some of these up before I get into fighting the Twilight guys, honestly. Yep, let's finish some of this up and clean up our map a little bit. Glowing Scorpid Blood. I thought maybe that would be something that started a quest. It looked kind of important, but... No, just an item that's not important but that we haven't got off of any of the other scorpions that we've killed. Interesting. So the kill quest on the dredgers we're done with. We need one more fang from these tarantula. And we need 2 more stingers from the scorpions. Well, that little pass-through on the missed charge ended up having us pull this guy too. The other problem with Fury is it's obviously always going to be harder to find 2 good weapons than it's going to be to find 1 good weapon. So, there's that too. That's a pretty big thing. If you just said that's what she said out loud, you need to do some self-examining, my friend. It's going to be the last item on each of these that's going to hold us up, isn't it? Oh, of course. Why would we want it to be any other way? Alright, that's it for Skitterer Fangs. Let's focus our attention on our scorpion friendos now. Oh, we need 1 more of these still. For some reason I thought we only need 1 of each, but that was obviously wrong. Now we need 1 more scorpion stinger. Let's go this way. Thought I saw some over here. Alright, I was kind of hoping we would get it there, but, you know, that's kind of how it goes. Maybe we can head down to the south a little ways and find what we need while we head closer to the Twilight cultist. Lots of dredgers over here. Here we go. You look likely. Hey, there we go. Alright, Twilight guys are next. We need 10 encrypted Twilight text, so We are going to quickly find out what the drop rate is on this. It's probably not going to be amazing, but that's okay. Yeah, you dual wielders need to be thunderclapped to slow that attack speed down a bit. Just slow it down a bit. Stop all the parrying too. These guys are especially hard to hit. At least they have been so far. Oh, that wasn't very smart. I'm gonna run back and try to pull this back a little bit. Let's fear him while we try to pull the caster out of ways. I don't know exactly what has happened. Why am I not... A more powerful spell is already active. What does that mean? Did this mage step in here, or are we, we're just getting hit from all over. This is probably not going to end well for us. Especially with our current state of, not having a potion available. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to live. Living would be good. Let's throw on the sword and shield. This mage must have taken the caster off of us. I really appreciate that. Is it going to be enough to save us? Ah, it's close. There we go. We'll make the same mistake again and put our potion on cooldown once more. I will point out that we have not gotten a single corrupted text yet. Coming in here seems like a bad idea, but we're doing it now. Oh shit! Oh no, fuck that. Oh god, I think we're so dead. What in the hell was I thinking? I didn't see the third guy at all. I didn't see the guy to the side that was flanking us. I just wasn't using any of my senses to determine whether or not we should be going in there like that. At least our body is going to be far enough away that, like, maybe we'll be able to res. I mean, we don't deserve to live. Yeah, we really don't deserve to live through that. I did notice that there were some guys out on the periphery of the camp. Maybe we work on those a little bit. And we stop trying to penetrate the camp so much. Yeah, you can piss off, Cyclone Warrior. Yep. Leave us alone, let us keep eating our level 45 food that's completely ineffectual at this point. What we could be doing is re-upping our actual food buff and eating that instead. Oh, or just wasting our food, you know, that's fine too. It's not going very smoothly. This part of it, the spiders and scorpions, that all went really smoothly. I should have assumed it was going to be the Twilight guys that was going to throw a wrench in the gears. Okay. We're not going to use our potion. We're going to hold our potions till we're in combat. And yeah, we're gonna have to stick to like the periphery of this place. And even then I feel like we're probably gonna have to be super careful about like guys like this who are moving around a little bit. This is shaping up to be a monumentally bad drop rate. We're going to go at it for a little bit, and then I'm going to go back and turn the 2 in that we have completed, and we're just going to see like what that chains into. If they're not going to drop the item at all, then... Oh god, you're level 60. Oh, what have I done? That's bad. Really bad. That's why all the parrying... We're just not hitting enough, so we're not generating, like, any rage. I think I need to go sword and board for these guys. Encrypted text! Hey, we got one! Great. I had hoped these guys would, like, cast more so we can do some, like, interrupting of them hurting us. They don't seem like they're really big casters. They have some instant cast abilities, like, maybe like a thunder shock or something that we're not able to really do much about. Oh, you're a runner. That's bad. A lot of you guys let me know that I needed to go to Hammerfall to train first aid. And yeah, I'm going to get first aid all trained up before we go through the portal. So that will be something that I do on my own just to get that taken care of and try to get us skilled up where we need to be. I have plenty of Mage Weave. If I need more Mage Weave to skill up, I have plenty of it in my bank on the Warrior, and I have a bunch in my bank alt bank as well. So no worries there. And yeah, unfortunately, like, because we take so little damage most of the time, because of our gear, and because of the way we've kind of stayed ahead of the leveling curve, I have let first aid just fall off my radar as, like, something I need to keep going, but it's definitely going to be critically important that we have it fully skilled up when we go into Outland, so I will be taking care of that. I wish these guys were, like, stunning us in some way to, like, get second wind going. That would be amazing. I fear charging in here. Yeah, I think we're okay. We missed. Whatever she did, we missed. She's throwing a boulder at us. Because she's a Geolord. This is a bad situation that we're now in. And I'm just generating so little rage that it's fucking painful, guys. I don't understand why. It must just be the lack of actual hits happening. That we're just generating zero rage. I have to pop this potion. I don't think we live through this necessarily. We're not dealing enough damage to this Geolord. We'll keep at it. We'll see. Yeah, it's gonna be close. Some big crits will help. Okay. Maybe we'll be all right. Overall, I'm not digging this quest very much. I think I'm going to run back and turn the ones in that we have completed. And just go ahead and see what they chain into. Maybe there's something else that we can be working on here. Maybe I don't need to focus this one right now. Because, yeah, not only are the enemies really tough, the drop rate is really bad. We've gotten one out of, we fought like, what, 8 or 9 of them? Oh, buddy, you should run. That's a lot of guys. I cannot help you with that, my friend. I appreciate what you've done for us in the past, but I cannot help with that. I love seeing all the Silithid swarms around the hives. That's, like, so cool.
What brings you here?
Your performance has been truly exemplary so far. Our supply lines are not completely safe yet, however. In the absence of the Dredger Strikers, their larger southern cousins will surely move in to take their place in the north. You'll have to kill quite a few Dredger Crushers to keep them at bay, but we cannot leave the safety of our supply lines to chance. Okay, so another kill quest. That's perfect. We need that. Let's get this one turned in. Maybe it will chain as well. Noggle's last hope. Blasted, the antidote didn't work. Noggle must have been stung by one of the stronger creatures in the far south. I'm gonna need you to go there and get me some more samples.
Hurry back.
Okay, so we are going in 2 different directions, possibly. No, maybe not. Yeah, we're just going further south for all of it. Stonelat's Pincers and Dredge Crushers. Okay. Cool. Cool. Oh, we need 20 of these guys. The great thing is we have our ribbon pull right nearby, so we can re-up it easily whenever we want. I don't have to be stressed out about this running out on me. So we need Flare Stingers, Pincer Stingers, and Rockstalker Fang. So we need quite a bit of parts from various creatures. And yeah, this stuff is definitely going to be easier and smoother than trying to fight the cultist, I think. This must be like the only other guy in the zone. Yeah, there's not many of us. 5 people total. Okay, so the rest of the parts we need are going to be from creatures farther still to the south. So let's keep going. We'll look for dredgers along the way. I'm hoping that we'll at least find a few. We do need 20. Oh, there we go. They have a knockdown that causes second wind. Yes, please. Knock us down more. There we go. And like, there's no cooldown on how often it will refresh, it seems. That's the great thing about it. It's too bad it can't stack with itself. That'd be cool. Don't know that I want to fight two of these at once, so I'm going to back up some. Alright, there's a bunch of them right over here. This is great. These are actually really good quests. The only one that's been crappy so far has been the Twilight one. These other ones have been really good. I do really love these quests where I can just kind of get into a really nice flow and move from target to target. It's really cathartic and strangely just relaxing to me to be able to play in this way. I don't think like every zone should be like this. I think some quests you should have to search a little bit more and run a little bit more for the objectives and for the enemies, like how we had to do in Winter Spring a lot more. But I feel like having zones like this where you can see, yes, I need these enemies, I see there are a bunch of them around me, that's really good. We're probably going to get close to these breadcrumbs as well, so maybe we'll check those out when we're down all the way down there. It's really a shame you can't skin these guys. And going back to the debate between Fury and Arms, man, when I see Second Wind just keeping us at full health like this, it's hard to think about giving up Second Wind. As a leveling tool, like a leveling talent, it's really hard to think about ever giving that up. I kind of want to focus on dredgers before we move any further south, because if I'm reading the map correctly, there aren't going to be dredgers farther south of here, so kind of want to focus these guys and get this one done and kind of take it one at a time, you know? Rarely can you really do that at this point of the game, but I feel like this is set up in such a way that we can find areas where they spawn enough of them that we can kind of just focus one quest at a time. That being said, there really aren't a lot out right now, I guess. We've made short work of the majority of them, it seems. And the respawn rate probably is not going to go too crazy with these guys, seeing as how there aren't many people in the zone, so we'll see. That being said, we only need 6 more, so... I mean, really, when I think about it, like, what other class can do this? What other class in this stage of the game, decently equipped, can go toe-to-toe with at-level enemies, 1 level above in this case, and just walk away with no damage taken? No damage taken. No reason to stop and rest. Don't have to drink to get mana back. Don't have to wait for energy to refill. There really isn't any other class, I don't think, that can play this way, besides an Arms Warrior. An Arms Warrior with Second Wind who's getting stunned in basically every fight. Even when we're taking on guys that aren't stunning us, like, we're going pretty smoothly from pull to pull here. I just wonder, is there another class that can kind of perform like that? I would say, like, maybe the Rogue would be close. I don't think the Rogue has any real regen, but it does have a lot of evasion tools. A Hunter, maybe. A Hunter in the sense that, like, yes, you're going to run low on mana, but if you're a Beast Mastery Hunter, you can rely mostly on your pet and your auto attack to deal a lot of your damage. You don't have to burn through a bunch of your mana to be efficient. Let's come back down here and see if maybe we can get some respawns coming back up. Yeah, here we go. We do only have 5 minutes left on the ribbon buff, so I'm gonna go back to town before we take on the next part, or the next quest. Before we go after the Flare Stingers and the Rock Stalker Fangs, we're gonna go back to town, we're gonna re-up the buff, we're gonna turn this in, and just kind of see where that leaves us. That being said, we do need to find just one more of these guys. Alright, there we go. There's 20 out of 20. Let's go ahead and head back to town. I purposely didn't set my hearth here. I have my hearth set in Orgrimmar. Because we're going to have to get over, firstly, you know, once we hit level 58, great, we're doing good. I'm going to have to then do a bunch of traveling around. And I set my hearth in Orgrimmar just to kind of facilitate some of that traveling, so kind of want to leave it set there. It would be a little beneficial to have it set here, obviously, but I would rather do the run, and that way when we're done here I can just return to Orgrimmar, fly to Undercity, go do the quest in Hammerfall for our rune cloth, bandages, and stuff like that. And then get myself down to the Blasted Lands. We do have the flight point to the Swamp of Sorrows, which is going to basically get us right there. And yeah, after today, the next time you see this character, we'll be stepping through the Dark Portal. It's pretty exciting times.
The winds guide you. Winds be at your back.
And she doesn't have anything else for us to work on. Boy, we are close. We are basically 2 bubbles away from Outland. Let's come down to the pole and spin for a while. I'm noticing, and I don't know if this was the case before, but right now at least the event music is not playing. We still have like the same ominous tones. Oh, here we go. It's finally kicking in. Took a long time for it to think about kicking in there. I really don't think we're going to need the entire hour, honestly. Okay, to the far south we go. We may want to come here and turn this this quest in. The tail end of this song is my favorite part. I wish I could just kind of listen to the tail end section kind of go on and on a little bit. That would be cool. Alright, here we go. We have our Stonelash Flayers and we have our Rock Stalkers. Blue Scorpions and spindly little red spiders. Ooh, we had a failed skinning attempt. Don't see a lot of those. Pretty sure the sword and board is just going to be the way to go. Yep, we can't. It's hard to bandage when you got a poison ticking on you. Disappointingly, this is showing that we don't have this target tagged. I don't understand that. I don't see any other players around. I'm kind of hoping we can loot it, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. No, we didn't get any experience for it. We didn't get any loot from it. I'm not sure what occurred there exactly. Something really unfortunate. The giant floating crystals are a little bit disconcerting that something bad is happening here. Usually when gravity stops functioning correctly, you can assume that bad stuff's happening. Some kind of PvP battle up here on the road between NPCs. Cenarion Outriders and some Marauders. Nothing to do with us at the moment. And yeah, that's it for that quest. What I think we're going to do is we're going to go turn in the breadcrumb, get whatever experience we're going to get from that, and then we're going to go back to town and turn this quest in. And I think I might be wrong. I've been wrong in the past. But we might be close to leveling once we do that. It seems like we are pretty close. Can we get a bar and a half from a quest? I could do actual math, but I'm bad at it, so... No, I mean, that would be like 13,000 experience, so we're going to be a little bit shy. Maybe we get into this camp here and see what's going on. Because we are going to be just a little bit shy, I think, just turning this one quest in. Do you guys have like an easy kill quest for us to do?
Greetings.
Can you guys like take care of these spiders? No? Are you me right now with this? The guards here don't want to do anything? Nobody wants to do anything? What about you guys? Huh. Well, you guys all suck. I'm not fighting all that stuff, so... Yeah. The question is it ever going to drop off me? Yeah, there we go. It's about time. Of course I can't just get back up this hill. Oh dear lord. I really hate when you can pull enemies into a town area and like the NPCs don't do shit to help. I don't think that makes any sense. There's all these people here like, oh hi guys, yeah, oh don't mind me. You know, just fighting here in the middle of your town. No big deal. It's gonna be the longest fight of our lives, too. Alright, thanks for nothing. What is happening with this shit? I'm getting really annoyed with this. For some time now, we have been tapping into the crystal resources of the desert. Yeah, okay, crystal resources of the desert. It wants us to get the Twilight tablet fragments. Twilight tablet fragments, great. Okay. Okay, well, where does it want us to do this at? I'm really not sure what it wants us to do. Being able to read it would have helped. Camp of Twilight's Hammer cultists once thrived northwest of here if you were to venture there now. Oh, we already... This is the one that we read. Okay, well... Let's go back to the main town. And, you know, we never found whatever these couriers, I guess. I don't really understand this. Why there's this long path here. It doesn't really make any sense to me. We could try to do these encrypted texts. We could... Oh, great. Of course we would get fucking dismounted immediately. Don't ever set your mind on, like, wanting to get somewhere soon, because the game will do everything it can to make sure that you don't. That will definitely happen. Yeah, we're gonna pull everything on our way here. I kind of have a bad feeling that I might end up grinding out this last little bit of experience just on the random enemies in this zone. We'll see for sure once we get this turned in. But that is kind of what it's looking like. Even if I were to try to go down here and do this encrypted text, we're gonna grind out on experience before we even get all the items we need, and we don't need to fight those guys. We can fight easier guys. Yeah, those guys were kind of a big pain, so... But let's go see. Maybe she'll have a follow-up. I don't feel like that's going to happen, but we could cross our fingers and see what happens, I guess.
Have a good one.
Yeah, we're very close. What is this? Noggle's lost satchel. Where am I? Where's my bag? I must have lost it while fleeing from the death clasp of the giant scorpid. In my rush to escape, I walked right into the nest of a stonelash flayer. Satchel I was carrying had all sorts of rare reagents in it. Without them, me and Beedix won't be able to make the potions that Cenarion Hold needs. Okay, cool. Can we just go get this really quick and be done? Is that possible? Where would we be getting this at? Okay, over this way? No. Oh, these are the Twilight fragments, and then... Oh, that's gonna be all the way down there. Yeah, I have a feeling, guys, that we're gonna be able to go outside and fight a few enemies here, and that we're gonna ding pretty quickly, so... Let's just see about maybe doing that. Maybe we don't have to do anything besides fight some enemies right outside the town. We'll fight a few, and we'll see what things look like. Potions are up, but I don't plan to be doing much fighting soon, so I don't really wanna get more going. I wanna save them. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the way to go. I don't want to fight the Twilight guys, so I'm gonna go this way. Maybe what, 3 more enemies? Again, I could do math, but I'm really bad at it. We're like so very, very close that I can barely see the part of the bar that is not filled in. It's gotta be like one more, right? Oh boy. One more again. How many one mores are there gonna be? And there we go. Welcome to level 58. That feels really good. It's been quite a ride. I'm really, really glad that we got here. I'm kind of surprised that we got here in the short amount of time that we did get here. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey, especially if you've been through the playlist. You've been here maybe since the beginning. A lot of you guys have been around a lot longer than the beginning of this playlist. Regardless of when you found me or how you found my channel, thank you all for being here. I really, really do appreciate all the support that I've got on this series. Definitely my favorite character so far in Classic has been the Warrior. So yeah, this is really pretty monumentous for me actually. I'm really happy to be at this point. Yeah, thank you guys so much. A special thank you to those of you who are with me on the YouTube membership and support me on Patreon. It is that kind of direct support that is going to make sure that I can keep doing this long into the future, I hope. So thank you so much those that do. From here, I'm going to go train my first aid. I'm going to get myself prepared. I'm going to drop all the quests that we have, clean my inventory out, do some stuff on the bank alt. And guys, this is going to be the end of this playlist. And the next time you see the Warrior, we will begin our Outland leveling journey from 58 to 70 into heroic dungeoning and hopefully beyond that, preparing ourselves for Wrath of the Lich King launch sometime a bit further into the summer, possibly autumn. But yeah, this has been great. Thank you guys so much for being here. I can't say it enough. Let me know what you think of the content. And take care of yourselves out there, and take care of each other as well. And we will see you in Outland really soon. Bye now.